Domestic violence comes in different formats. Yes. And domestic violence can come from both the male and the female. What type of domestic violence are you experiencing? Because there are invariants, there are different types of it. So in our today's video, we want to learn the types of domestic violence that exist in our homes. Yes, so that when you are, after listening or watching this video, you will be able to know which type of domestic violence you are experiencing, whether you are a man or you are a woman. Okay, so guys, welcome to our channel. My name is Mendilock. In case you are seeing me for the first time and you're new here, please endeavor to subscribe to our channel. Just hit the subscribe button and join us here, because here we learn about simple solution to life. Yes, anything, any issue of life, be it spiritual, be it physical. Yes, we deal with issues that has to do with spirituality and physicality. So what is that thing that is bothering you? What is that issue of life? Or what is that question that you have in your mind that you're looking for answers? God has brought you to this place and you will get answers to that question which you seek. Yes, so guys, please stay with us and then we'll learn new things on daily basis, because here we upload video on daily basis. Yes, so guys, today we want to talk about 3 types of domestic violence that exists. Okay, yes, and this will surprise you, and when you listen to this, you will see and realize that 1 or 2 or all of them, they are happening to you. Yes, and if this thing is happening to you, we are also going to give suggestions on how you can overcome these problems or what you should do to overcome them. Okay, yes, so guys, I'll be right back.
Simple solutions to life.
Yes, you're welcome back from that time out. See, I said there are 3 types of domestic violence in our homes. Yes, so it depends on where you live, it depends on your society, it depends on your culture, your religion, and your background. But no religion whatsoever will give you that right, to be violent against your neighbor or your mate, your partner, or whoever you are living with. Yes, but specifically in this video, we are going to be talking about partner. Yes, either your boyfriend, your husband, your fiancé, your situationship, whichever kind of relationship that you are in, that you are experiencing these 3 things that I'm going to explain, you should know what to do, because we are going to tell you what you are supposed to do when you experience this. Okay, see, we have violent violence. Yes, there's what we call violent violence. Yes, a violent violence is a situation whereby your partner, because I'm not going to be saying men against women alone. Yes, we have a lot of domestic violence against women. Yes, because women are the weaker vessel, men are stronger in strength, okay, in physical strength. But there are situations where even men are also subjected to this domestic violence attack. Yes, some men are being attacked. Some women are stronger than some men, if you don't know. There are some women that can actually lie a man down now and turn him into a dead man within 5 minutes. They have strength. There are women like that, but their number is very few. But if you are lucky and you're married to such a woman and she's violently violating and attacking you violently in that relationship, what are you doing there? And if you are a woman and you are experiencing this violent violence is that type that the man will actually lift his hand to beat you, to slap you, to push you around, to hit you against the wall, to smash you, to do all kinds of things physically to your body. as a woman. Yes. There are violence even sexually. Yes. There are some men in their marriage, some women, they experience rape every night. And this is not easy. As I'm talking to you right now, you're looking at me, you know I'm talking about you. You are being raped every night. You're being raped every day in your own home. And this rape is not allowing pregnancy to stay in your body. When you are pregnant, as a result of the rape, the pregnancy will come down. Yes. Then, forget about rape. What about beating? At every slightest provocation, your husband, your boyfriend, your fiancé, your situationship will lift his hand and slap you irrespective of where you are, the environment, whether you are at home or you are in the supermarket or you are in anywhere. That type of relationship is evil. That type of relationship will kill you, will send you to your untimely death. I have seen and I have heard of women who died early. Yes, when I was a young lady, I think I was like 15 years old at that time. I was in high school. A lady was married and they took her to Kaduna, from Kogi. And the husband, she was 8 months. I think I've given this story before on this channel. The lady was 8 months pregnant. The husband is working as a security or something in a company. So this lady with 8 months pregnancy, the man came back home and he didn't meet food. And at the time the man came home, the lady went across the road to go and buy some kinds of food items so that she can prepare dinner. Being 8 months pregnant, you should understand what it is. The lady is heavy and she's having some kind of fever in her body. When the husband came back and said, where is my food, this and that, she said, I've been sick since morning. I've not been able to stand up. It's even because you are coming back. Now that I just dragged myself to go and buy something to quickly make soup for you. I didn't know you close early. I know that your closing time is 7 p.m. and this is just 5 p.m. And I know that I will be able to make the soup and food before you come back. Before she would explain one or two things, the man started beating her and pushed her. And the lady fell. This man, it was the man that was explaining this thing by himself. After they brought her corpse home and the people refused to accept her corpse, so he must explain. So, she fell and died instantly. And he brought her corpse home. There are so many people that are laying hands on your body. You are in a relationship, you are dating a man. At a slightest provocation, he lifts his hand to slap you, and you are still in that relationship. What are you looking for? He is not the only man on the face of this earth. The reason why you have not been able to attract another man is because you are dating this man. You are in that marriage. Verbal violence, that is number 2. I don't want to mix these 2 points together. Verbal violence. Verbal. When we say verbal, we mean oral violence. Verbal violence is as poisonous as physical violence. See, when somebody beats you, you will feel the pain instantly and the pain will go. But when somebody speaks violent word, destroy your morale, your essence, your person as a human being, demoralize you spiritually, physically, mentally. It is very destructive. Yes, you are in that marriage. The man will look at you and say, look at her. If not me, who will even look at a woman like you? Who will even marry somebody like you? I am the only one that is managing you. I'm going to divorce you. I'm going to send you packing from this home. Don't think because you are giving birth to a male child, or don't think because you have children in my house, I'm going to send you packing. I will divorce you. Then you will look at yourself and say, this man is going to divorce me. He will divorce me. And if he divorce me now, who will marry me? I'm old now. You will look at yourself in the mirror. You say, it is what he is telling you. That is what you will be seeing in the mirror. What does the Bible say about you? It said you are wonderfully and fearfully made. You are beautiful. There's no woman that is ugly. Yes, there are 101 husbands out there. I have seen women who had 5 children, 7 children. When they escape from that marriage, they will still marry again and be happy. So how many children do you have in that marriage that you want to remain there and die like Osinachi? Your husband will beat you and hit you to the wall, smash your head, carry you and slam you on the floor as if he's doing wrestling. And when he goes out, he cannot face his mate. Then he keep on turning you into a punch bag. He will tell you something with his mouth like this. That thing will demoralize you. You will begin to see yourself in that picture. He will tell you don't know anything. You have a stabilizer head. You are a this. You are a that. You are not qualified. You are not fit. When women are talking, even you are talking. Who are you? And you are not a woman. You are not even complete. And in fact, I'm just managing you. Meanwhile, there will be that man, or there is that man out there that will give private jet to have you, that will turn your life. There's no woman that is ugly. If a woman is with you, a woman is in your hand, the woman is in your care, and she's looking ugly, she's looking upside down, it's because you are not doing your job as a man. You should keep quiet. You are not taking care of the woman. That is why the woman is looking like that. By the time she escapes from your hands and another man start taking care of her, when you see that woman, you will be amazed. You'll be wondering, did they swap her? What happened? This and that. It is love. Verbal violence is very dangerous. Women use this a lot. Women don't have power to beat their husband to their satisfaction. So the best way to beat their husband is by insulting their husband. You are a woman now. They say Osinachi, her husband killed her. Her husband used to beat her. This and that. She sustained injury, and then the internal injury caused her death. This and that. You are there. When your husband say one thing, you will say 10. Then you will look at him and say, look at you, useless man, agbaya, ooh, yeah man, stupid man, you don't have anything, you are a man, you are short, you are broke, you are black, you are short, you are broke, you in fact, what are you, who are you, this and that. If not me that is managing you, you are not fit. When men are talking, you should not talk. Look at your family, your mother is a witch, your father is a wizard, this and that. You'll be insulting your husband every day. They say, you will tell your husband, you are very poor, you are a poor wretched man, you don't have anything, your mates, they are doing this. You be comparing him with his mate. Men don't like to be compared with their fellow other men. So all these things that you are saying to this man, it is entering his body and killing him slowly. One day your husband will stand and slump and die. They'll say, hey, oh, it's high BP. Hey, oh, it's high BP that killed him. I don't know that you, the wife, the partner in the house, is the one that killed him because you have been exposing him to verbal violence. Okay, that is a part. Then the third one, behavioral violence. Behavioral violence can be explained as a situation whereby your actions, the way you behave towards people, the feeling they get, what they read from your behavior towards them can kill anybody instantly. You are living in the same house with your wife. She cooks food, you will not eat. You're not beating her. You're not beating her. You're not even insulting her. But you are a man. You are in your house. You don't. Your husband, your wife will call your phone. You will block her. You block your wife on all your social medias. Then, if she call you on phone, you will not pick her call. When she comes home, you tell her, "Kabosa, this and that, welcome, Orimi, this and that." You know, Yoruba, they know how to respect husband very well. I like that with them. You understand? So now, you will just pass as if you are God. That woman that you're trashing, that you're making her to feel this pain, she's dying slowly inside. Your wife will cook food, you will not eat. You will not even know she's a woman. there is no more marital copulation between you and your wife, and she's a woman. She's not allowed to go out there to have it, and you cannot give it to her. So many things. Age is winding up. She's still within the age of reproduction. She can still get pregnant and have children, but you deprive her of having the opportunity to get pregnant. You are doing what they call behavioral violence. If your wife is going to any occasion, you will not go with her. You will not show up anywhere she is. And if you will not have anything to do with her parents, with her family, with her friends, you isolate yourself from her. But you have not given her any written official divorce, leave my house, no, but you have subjected her to all these things. One day the woman will just slump and die, and they say, it's a high BP, this and that. There are many violence out there, but let me tell you one thing. How do we avoid this violence? If you are in a relationship, listen and watch. That man, that woman, the way they talk, the way they react to matters will show you how they are going to be when you finally settle down with them. If they are going to be loving and caring, you will see it now. If they are very stingy, you will see it now. And if they are very violent, you will see it now. Because there is no way somebody will keep his left hand. If a man is telling you the story of how his father used to beat his mom, that he doesn't have anything to do with his father, he hates his father, this and that, and you are saying, babe, sorry about your mom, sorry about your dad, this and that, at the end of the day, say I love you. Do you know that violent men, they are more loving? Hey, violent men, they are more loving. They are very aggressive in love, but when they want to beat you, they are very aggressive in beating you. And when a man starts beating you, you should know that you're on your way to early grave. Just a push from a man is enough to reduce your life by 5 years. He push you again, another 5 years is gone. How many years do you have to spend on the face of this earth here? By the time he push you 10 times, 50 years, or let me say 25 years is cut out of your life. And out of this pushing and all this slapping and kicking, imagine a man will lift his leg and hit a woman on the chest to cause her internal injury. You say you are a pastor. You see, it is not because you meet a man in a church or you meet a woman in the church that makes them born again. So men, they are in the church, they are being ordained as pastors because they are jobless outside. They don't have anything. They are not fit to do anything in normal life. So they go into their room and start cramming and quoting Bible. And then they become more dedicated in the church. They will sweeping, they will be doing Sunday school, choir master, this and that. Before you know, the church will start recognizing them, before they make them, give them a position as a pastor or whatever. But that will never change the inner man in them. How can this man who killed his wife recently be a pastor in a church? The church will close, your pastor, your husband, the husband will carry the children inside car and drive past her. She will carry Okada or bike and go home or trek home. I listened to some of the videos, some of these research people were carrying out on Osinachi's case. Some people dashed her, took very brand new vehicles, but she cannot drive any of it. The husband will tell her to take bike, she's going anywhere. And then you say you are born again. You are. Do you know that at times it is even your husband or your wife that will make you to go to hellfire? No matter how Holy Ghost, no matter how you shout Holy Ghost. Yes, your partner, what they are doing to you. God is impartial. God does not play partiality. Whether the man is beating you 100 times, your position and the position of that man before God is the same thing. So, you are afraid of what people will say. The church will say that you divorce, you are a minister, you are a social person in the church, and then when you are divorced now, people will start saying you are not obeying the word of God. Is it written anywhere in the Bible that your husband should be beating you and then you should be submissive to that beating? No now. I didn't see it anywhere. Please, if you see it, drop the page for me in this comment section. There is nowhere it is written in the Bible. But Bible said God hates divorce. You understand? But if your marriage is going to lead to your death, it is better for you to be single than to be married. After all, you are already married, you have children. You can just excuse yourself from that marriage and keep your life. Let me tell you one reason why men used to beat their wives. Men cannot stand a woman that is successful. It is 5% of men. 95% or 90% of men cannot stand a woman that is successful. So, if you are successful, it's either they part ways with you or they begin to oppress you so that you and your success will be under their feet. They don't want to be better than them. But how can you see this woman, Osinachi, as talented as she is, and then you will want her to be under you when you are a nobody? See, had it been Osinachi is from my family, I made the lock, I will tell the family, I will tell the police to release him. There's no point. You don't have to arrest him. Leave him. They should release him, let him be free, let him be working. And let's see. Yes. There are ways you can punish somebody. Incarcerating in police station is not a punishment. And death is not a punishment to somebody. Somebody who has committed this kind of grievous offense is not supposed to be subjected to or sentenced to death or anything like that. There are different kinds of punishment that you can give to somebody. Not even in police custody. No. Release him. Let him come back home. Then you can think of the type of punishment that you can give to him. Yes. Punishment that he will look for help, he will not see. Yes, because the hand that breaketh the edge, the serpent shall bite. If you can kill another person's daughter, you marry a wife, you will not allow her to see her parents. You will not allow her to see her siblings. You will not allow anybody to come to the house. You isolate her so that you can torment her. Any partner you have that says you should not relate with your people, you should not relate with your relatives, you should not have anything to do with your family, wrong. Yes. Any partner that is telling you, I don't want to see this person in my house, I don't want, even the food you are eating, he will calculate it. The clothes you are wearing, he will calculate it. Whatever it is, he's calculating it. That is not a good partner. It is not. This thing can happen to a man and it can happen to a woman. We have women who are very, very evil. When you marry them, you cannot have anything to do with your people. She'll be very, very violent. I've seen a video where a woman pinned her husband down and used bricks or something that looks like stone. This interlock stone, something they use for interlocking, flooring. She used that thing to smash his head 3 times. Bah, bah, bah. And the man was like this. Dead. That is somebody's son. So, it is not only women that are subjected to domestic violence. Even men too are subjected to domestic violence. But no woman should die in a marriage because of love. If that man loves you enough, he will never lift his finger on you. If he loves you enough, he will not insult you. If he loves you enough, he will not maltreat you. Love forgives multitude of sins. So any love that is always speaking offense, this, that. You are sick, you put to bed, your husband will not allow your people to come and see you. That is red flag. You go out to eat, the man will carry wine and pour on your face, or carry mineral and pour on your head. Then you say, I'm sorry, darling, I'm sorry. Hey, you're on your way to early death. In fact, by the time you spend 1 month in that marriage, you start looking older than your mother. And the moment you start looking different, you start looking for side chicks outside. Because he's treating you like a slave. No woman should take it. No woman should bear that. It is wrong. It is very, very wrong for any man. No man has the right to beat you. If he's your husband, I am telling you now with all confidence, I have spoken to over 5 women recently who have been rescued from this type of domestic violence in different formats. And now their marriage has been restored back. Now they are enjoying their marriage because they have stepped up. Step up. If he is beating you, then leave him. Apply for a divorce. Go and marry another husband. Yes. If you don't want to marry another husband, stay without getting married. It's not a must for you to get married. It's not a must for you to remain in a marriage that will end your life. Even your children will not even enjoy you. And by the time this man succeeds in killing you, he will bring in another woman who will begin to treat your children like housemates. So, what are we saying? So guys, this topic is something that I spent the whole night thinking about it. I've been so pain. It's disturbing me. Okay? Even if you're my sister and your husband is tormenting you, and when we say, you say no, the church, the which church? I've seen pastors now who divorce their wives because of this type of domestic issues. If you are in a domestic violent marriage, it will lead you to hellfire. You will go to hellfire. That is the place you don't want to go. You will go there. It will take you to hellfire. The Bible said that if one of your hand is going to cause you to go to hell, cut it off. If your marriage is going to make you to go to hell, then separate yourself from that marriage and be free, so that you can worship God in truth and in spirit, so that you can have this heart to lift holy hands. Your heart is full of grudges. Your heart is full of pains. You're always weeping and crying. And then you will come and be lifting holy hands. You will not move anything. You will not even move a paper. Talk more of Holy Spirit. So guys, let us stop deceiving ourselves. Okay? If you have a sister, if you have a brother who is undergoing domestic violence, you should step in, because this is not good. It's not going to end well. So instead of it to end badly, let it end now that everybody is still alive. Okay? So guys, please, if I make sense to you in any way in this course of these explanations, please subscribe to my channel, join us here. This is not my kind of topic, but it's something that touches women. I am an activist. I was an activist before I started a YouTube channel. Now YouTube channel is even taking, I have so many things that I'm attending to that I'm not even thinking about being an activist again. I am a comrade, and they say once a comrade will always be a comrade. Yes, but guys, this is very, very provoking. A superstar like that woman, Osinachi, to be reduced and killed early in her prime like that. She was even looking older than her mother before she died, because of the type of husband she marries. Pastor, which pastor? Please, I beg, no make me vex. Pastor. Some people are not supposed to even be called brother in the church. Talk more of a pastor. I am challenging churches to review their pastors. Review them. Check them again. Investigate your pastors. Check out who they are. There are real ones, faithful pastors, and there are fake pastors who are just pastors. They are in the church because they don't have anything to do. Yes, they don't have anything to do outside. They are in the church because they can cram Bible, they can quote Bible, they can be speaking in tongues and all that. Anybody can speak in tongues. That is the language of the spirit. I can start this video now from 1 hour in front of you, and I'll be speaking in tongues without missing a word. Anybody can speak in tongues. In fact, as a little girl in the secondary school, there's this thing they call Miss Coin that used to enter hostel, student hostel then. That very week I resumed. That Miss Coin entered our hostel, and my bed was the last bunk. And I felt 2 hands rolling me like this on the bed, and I was speaking in tongues. Yes, then I was a Muslim. I didn't even know what speaking in tongues is, but that language was in my head until I became a Christian. I started going to church, I started seeing speaking in tongues and all that. And I realized that spirit, that demon was speaking in tongues, was speaking a language. Yes. And it was pushing me like this, doing like this. I was subconscious. And then the blanket I was using to cover my body, it removed it and put it under the bed. And then when some people wanted to go and ease themselves, the spirit now ran. The leg was doing con, and left. And I now came to. It's like sleep paralysis. But I remember everything. So you cannot deceive. It's not everybody you can deceive with your speaking in tongues. There are people that are not, that cannot speak in tongues, but they are saying nonsense. What you are saying make no sense, and you are deceiving people, those that want you to be deceived. You are a pastor, you lift your hand to beat your wife. You are not a pastor. You are a pastor, you don't want to see your mother-in-law. Your mother-in-law that gave birth to that child lost the child and she became somebody. With all that talent, you wasted her. So please, I beg, I know I'm vexed, but it's painful. It's very, very painful for you to watch your sister being pushed, beaten, and sent to her early grave in her prime like this. A lot of you are keeping silent. Who told you that if you divorce, if by the time you stay in that marriage, they will say, look at her, she kept quiet, she wanted it, after all she wanted to die, that is why she kept herself in that place. And if you divorce, they will start shouting, hey, oh, she's a minister of God, hey, she's a divorcee, she's a prostitute, she's sleeping around, yeah, this and that. Please let them say what they want to say. It is better for you to go to heaven with your hands and legs amputated than to go to hellfire with your microphone on your mouth and be singing for the devil. Yes, remaining in that marriage and having a lot of grudges and all that, you're wasting your time. Yes, God is not mocked. You cannot deceive God. No matter how you shout Holy Ghost, and God is looking at inside. He's not looking at outside. So forget all those abracadabra. You cannot deceive God. Yes. So guys, please, if you see any woman that is undergoing domestic violence, please tell her that she can do better. That she's better than what she is, where she is right now. Peace of mind is very important. If you don't have peace of mind, you cannot even worship God well. And you cannot serve God well. You cannot do the will of God if you are not happy. So, see you again in our next video. Bye.